getting ready for another 4 days of hardcore training. Hoping to push myself harder than ever before. Um, I have a something to bring up um, that I don't want to be somebody who ever alienates people for not liking my views or beliefs or anything religious. I don't want to talk about those things. I just want this to be a way of bringing people together of all sorts of you know just humans at this time. There's no politics, no ideologies or any of that crap. But I just wanted to share a question. I feel compelled. Jesus Christ is my God. Um, and no, I don't, say like if I die and I find, like we all just reincarnate or something. I've studied all sorts of stuff. I'm open to everything, It's just things will be whatever they are, I don't hold any doctrines necessarily. Well, in jail, there was a question that occurred to me one day where it's similar to in the Gospels when Jesus is tempted by Satan in the desert about, look, the whole world and stuff. I'll give you all of this if you just fall down and worship me. And then Jesus, get away from me, Satan. You worship only God and Him alone. Well, this was kind of similar. So the question that occurred to me was like, I know like we go through the let's not go there because then that could be opening a whole bunch of threads and stuff. But how much do I really love God enough that um, suppose if He turned me into like Lazarus, not the one that He raised from the dead, but the one that begged the rich man or whatever in the parable. Um, if I was to just like go through life in some way and find that He never answers any of my prayers or delivers anything and lets the people I hate or have hated type thing, have the upper hand, the last laugh. I die, and the only reward is I go where everybody else goes, wherever that is. Would I, if that were what I would knew now, could you still love that God? And so this really disturbed me a lot. Like, I still am perturbed by this. Like, there are times where I get so impatient with wanting this great, stardom and stuff that, and, looking at things that did and didn't happen in my life that I think like, man, there's nothing good in it for me, or, ultimately I'm going to have to stop things that I like to, if God came and established some kind of utopia or Zion thing, I don't know, whatever, and you have to quit like your videos or your internet things that you like, video games. I don't know if it was like all idolation and we had to just pray all day or something. This stuff disturbs me because I take this stuff really to heart. Like anybody who exists maybe wants to probably consider. Um, I don't know if there's an answer to this, but again, Jesus went through that temptation himself. That was the demonstration of, so well, Satan could offer him everything, and did he could have said yes. Obviously, Satan, you have the image of Jesus Christ was like in some movies or something they have him like he's wound up by God Father and then he's shot out into the world like he's just a cyborg and he's going around like through the motions of what God prearranged him to do. Um, but yeah, this is so he faced the temptation. Um, it's a good question. It says it bothers me. Anyway, um, I hope that God will maybe just say, I didn't expect you to love me that much. But he gives me, the blessing here for like the next 4 days that I can, like I prayed, like let me push harder and harder than ever before, fill me up with greater inspiration and fire, and, you know, don't let me worry about the old pain, or don't let me have doubt, that kind of thing. And then I pray, like, sometimes I get into states where I really feel like I love God or Christ or whatever, and, I'm like, I want to pray and be zealous, and then, something happens where I just kind of, I would like, I have the heart in my heart, I'm a turncoat. Like, I could just betray him if something wants to give me all the glory, and God's taking too long, you know. So this is, uh, well, here we go. In God's name, maybe we will do greater than ever before, God willing, and all the people will be uplifted regardless.